So this is a tutorial part one for filing your K-1 visa application, and the form you will need is the I-129F petition for alien fiancé. And the reason I'm doing this tutorial is so to help you guys save some time and money, not making the mistakes, to prevent you all from making the mistakes that I made in filing for this, and to save you money where you don't necessarily have to hire a lawyer, even though everyone will tell you under the sun you need to hire a lawyer. In my case, I did have to hire a lawyer to file this form, not well, to help me fix or to go over the stumbling blocks that I was facing at the tune of $1,800 for that service. And hopefully that could save you guys some money because the process of filing and everything else that comes with it, eventually it can add up. So hopefully this will help you guys do that. I am not looking to start a business where I'm helping people file their applications and so forth. Um, Hopefully you have a grasp of the English language where it's easy for you guys to do that. However, if you find the information helpful, I do have a nonprofit where my goal is to help people have their own place, their own career, and to be financially stable. And I focus primarily on financial stability and success. So if you feel that this has been helpful and you want to help me out in return and support what I'm doing to help other people, you can go to my nonprofit and make a donation uh, towards that cause. And hopefully later it'll raise enough money where I could have a building where I can have additional services free, of course, because I'm running a nonprofit to help people, succeed in life. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. You want to go, everything you do, you want to go to US immigration, US Citizens and Immigration Services, their website, the .gov website / I-129F. And you want to click on the instructions. It is very important that you follow, read, and understand these instructions thoroughly because the actual I-129F form um, just has information collected, but there are additional documents that you need to send with that form. And this instructions will point out what those things are that you need to send along with your application. Okay, so understand this. It's only 14 pages long, so study it. It'll save you a ton of time and money, etc. when you do that. So then once you've understand that form, you want to click here on the actual form, and yes, you can start typing right into it and start filling out information, but I would recommend you download it or print it. I printed mine, filled it out by hand, but I find it was unnecessary and was taking too long. So I eliminated that process about 2 or 3 pages in. I simply just downloaded it and to my desktop. There it is. It says to my computer desktop and the file. And I could go in there and still do the same thing, but now I don't have to worry about the browser crashing. It's automatically saved to my computer, and now I can go back in at any time I want and continue filling out the application. So you want to have this application on your computer. At least that's how I did it. Now, this date is very, very important. This form expires on 2/28, 2026. Now, the first time I filed this was during the pandemic, and I filed it out of sequence. So that was rejected, and I had to file again. So I lost money. I had to pay it again. And when I filed it the second time, I basically printed my information that I already had on the computer because it was correct and it was accepted. And they sent it back to me stating that this date was expired. So make sure this date up here is not an older than the date that you are filing your application. And if you look down here, you see the edition, which form edition this was. So I lost some time and money because I had to overnight it again by taking the information of the old form, which is identical to this form, except for the date here and here, and had to fill this out, transfer the information from that form to this form to send it back. They will automatically reject this form if it's not the current form. Make sure you understand that. It's very, very important. You will save time and money in paying postal services to send the information again. So you have that. Now, there are methods of how you pay for this. And you want to go, let me go back here. Nope, let's petition. Go back here. I went backwards. You want to look at filing fees off to the side here. And you go to fee scheduling, which I already have over here. And it's under the G 1055 fee schedule. So under this fee schedule, you go down to you find your information here for the I-129F, and the filing fee, the current filing fee is $675. All right. Do not go off any other filing fee other than this. And if this is not something you don't trust this, you can call immigration themselves and they'll tell you the filing fee, the current filing fee, if this one is not up to date. So I recommend you either call them as well as verify it with this. But this is usually accurate. I haven't had any problems with this. So you get your actual fee, and now you have to figure out how you're going to pay for it. Some people, the instructions say you can write a check, money order, or you can use this form, which is the G1450 authorization for credit, right? And you can fill this information out with the information on the credit card. And it has to be accurate. Do not mess this up because they will send it back to you. And then you have to pay again to send the file back with the correct information. So make sure all this stuff is correct and accurate and up to date, and you make sure your credit card company or your debit card, your bank has money in it. In my case, I use my bank card, my debit card, and I filled out this information and follow the instructions. Number three, place your G form, that's this form, on top of your application petition. Do not put this form at the bottom of the page, at the bottom of your application, because if they do not see this form on top, they're sending you back the application, and you have to take the form from the bottom of the application and put it on top and mail it back. If they do not see the payment up front on the top, they're sending it back to you without even looking at your application. And then again, you'll be wasting time and money. So because it takes like a month for them to look at the stuff. They will receive it, but it'll take a month. So the other thing you'll have to do is eventually is open an account with immigration. That way you can get updates. As you can see, the second time I filed, because my other case got closed, because it was rejected due to the sequence of events wasn't aligned like it was supposed to be. So if you do everything right and you go visit your fiance first, you meet her first, you take pictures and you do all that stuff, then you come back to the United States, you file the form, which is this. Took them a year later, say I filed June 2nd, 2023, a year later, in March 19, 2024, they responded they needed additional information. Now, the information they requested, I had already sent it with this application, but it's the way it was worded or the little things that were missing, they rejected it basically. But they asked for additional information, additional evidence. So this is where I got stumped. I say, you know what? Let me go hire a lawyer. Hired a lawyer for $1,800 just to get the information I need, because a lawyer don't basically do anything except look at the information, tell you what you need, and the lawyer will send it out, but mail it out for you. But $1,800 really? The lawyer also doubled the price on mailing the application, overnighting the application, but it usually costs like $21 to mail it. I was charged $60 to mail the thing by the lawyer. So again, you want to save some money there. So the information was received, and within a few days, I got approved. Everything was approved. And this is where I am in the process. So this is where, as far as I'll be taking you guys in the process. And once I go to the next step, I'll make other videos concerning that. Again, if you find this video helpful, go ahead and you want to contribute to my cause, check out my website and donate whatever you can, whenever you can, so we could offer more free services to other people. Y'all have a good day.